placement itself. Salom, the whole issue has to do with procedural way of doing or administering our education in Ghana. This system has been with us for 20 years now. And at least we should have learned lessons and improve upon it. We know that we don't just start from just placing the learners. It starts from somewhere. And starts from registration of the learners. Start from taking the pictures of the learners and even writing or administering exams at the district base. Ask yourself, at what point do we create a national collation or a national resolution center? When we are writing the exams, we do it at the district based. It is the district education office that manages and coordinates the activities of all these things before it gets to the placement. And so we are looking at the fact that if the district education office is well equipped with IT officers, free SHS coordinators, and other, officers within the space of the district education, and they are well equipped, they will be able to resolve the issues within the catchment area. Because during the registration, these errors keep coming, and they resolve them at their district education office. As whether or not each and everyone has even heard that during examination registration, there are issues. It doesn't come out.
So they are resolved.
Because the offices are closer to those who seek answers from those kind of issues.
So your problem is the centralization.
It's the centralization.
System.
Because
but is it not also the case, as we hear, that not so many people should be given access? And so if you give so many people access to the system, then you have people changing things you don't want them to change.
Then you are not trusting the institution that you have built as the Ghana Education Service. You understand? Because the
minister says he has no access. His deputy has no access.
Well, that is to the
DG also has
that's
no
to
access.
the minister. I'm saying that whatever be the case, is the human institution that you are working with. During the registration, these institutions or Ghana education officials work with the learners. They go to each and every school, take data, and build the system. During examination writing, these people are there to coordinate it, and we don't hear much issues. And so if you create a resolution center as a centralized location where all the issues are being resolved, then you are creating a chaotic scene that will lead people, because every now and then we hear the issues of bribery and corruption associated with the placement. And so the issue has nothing to do. We cannot say that we are free from challenges associated with education. It will be with us. But let us empower the structures that we have and ensure that those structures are working based on conditionalities that you set for them. Because those people over there, whether they have access, the regional directors, the district directors, they all work under the the Director General of Ghana Education Service, and they go by the instructions. And in fact, if you look at the statutory document that regulates the pre-tertiary education, that's the Pre-Tertiary Education Act, 1049, Section 2 speaks about decentralization of our education system in terms of coordination and administration to the district education officers. And so what then when it comes to the critical point like placement, all these schools that the learners want to be, they are all found in various districts. They are all found in various regions. Why is it that if I have issue, because if I have issue to change a child who has been given day students, meanwhile the child does not come from that region, I cannot go to the nearby districts for it to be received. You understand? The issue to be received, and even have to be escalated to the national for assistance and directions. It is being given. And then when we get to the placement period, we collate everybody that all of us should come to a certain center before answers are given. Yes, we understand the regional, resolution centers are there. But they are not functioning, they are not giving, apt solutions to the issues that
Isn't it also the Ghanaian thing that they want to come to where the action is in Accra? So even though there's a regional center,
because
they don't think they'll
get the answers because we have given premium to the national center.
Which is the way the national center should have more resources.
Exactly, and so if that center does not exist, everybody will now go to their nearby center.
Are you suggesting that we collapse the national center?
Exactly.
Oh, we should collapse the national center?
We should collapse it because they will already have the offices over there. The GES offices are there. And that's what I'm saying. That
so the problem is beyond the regional.
It's not beyond the regional. It's just that we have not distributed fairly resources to the regions and the districts and empower them to do what they are supposed to do. When you go to the regional center, the national center, I've been there. Those people over there, they don't have any superior knowledge than the district people. And at least in terms of experience and those who even understand the terrain very well, the district education officers understand it better than those at the national level because they live with the people. You understand? At the same time, one point is that we have categorized the schools. How long category A or the category B school will migrate or develop to become category A school? The system is static. The moment we categorize the school based on the resources available as at that time, we have not done assessment to know that these category B schools are now can move from category B to what? To category A. Because over 20 years, if those times that we categorize the schools, we are expecting that new schools created would have been still within the category C or category D. But the schools that we created them during the time the categorization came are still remaining the same. So you could see that there are no progression, there are no developmental issues happening in our schools.
Yeah.
You understand? And so the fact that we have categorized the schools and we want the students to be within those schools, because everybody will want their child to be in certain schools that will give them career progression, because that's what we believe. Fair enough. But what are we doing to create miniatures of such category A schools in other schools so that it will ease the congestion? We are not actually pushing that kind of agenda.
So a school may be category A, but the school may not be popular. So we want the popular schools, and you don't create a popular school overnight.
Over 20 years.
You don't compare a school.
We are talking about 20 years.
Yes, but compared to a school that's over 100 years with a track record.
It doesn't matter. It depends on a consistent and intentional thing that we do to solve that challenge.
Very well.
So these are some of the challenges that we see that if the government sits down quietly. And you see, one last thing I want to add is that we come out to always lament that, they shouldn't, the people are not, if they pay money, they will investigate them. It's not about press conferences and all that. What we have to do is to deal with the actual situations. There are political, protocols that are there to solve or offer to other people as well. And those things have to be realistic. Politicians should look at it in such a way that if I'm a politician, if I am campaigning against this, I need not to do it. But if you look at it carefully, you will realize that there are reserved quotas that has been reserved for political and affluent peoples within the society. And so based on that, it gives room for other people to do things that are not in reality. And so if you look at the entire placement system, even though the statement came that 82% has been automatically placed, but those 82%